So we interrupt this programme. There's been a prison break at the penitentiary.
Welcome to Outlaw Wheels. They're coming, so be ready.
Welcome to Outlaw Wheels. We're with the famous Cosmotron, probably the only bubble top in Europe. They were a big thing in America in the 60s. They were pushed into shows, a lot of them, because they didn't really drive on the road, and a lot of them didn't have air conditioning. This is fully air conditioned, BMW platform. It's a creation of Paul Bacon. It's actually my car, and I've had it for 15 years. I drove it all over the place, drives lovely. Obviously keep it in the garage locked up with a sheet over it. It's the canopy's out of the helicopter, perspex, specially made. Paul had that specially made. When you walk around the back, all the back of the car comes off, so you can get to the battery, you can get to all the bits to service it. You can see all the back comes off, and obviously it's got a little face on the back. Look, you can see the little face. Paul spent many hours designing this, and obviously rubbing it down and getting it right. I believe there's 2 crash bars in here, in case you have an impact. The car drives really well. People ask me if it's hot inside. It's got a full air conditioning, and when it's on, you're really cool inside. And people say, how do you drive with that gear stick? That's made of fiberglass, it's very light. You grab the bottom of it and you drive off. It's obviously, the cockpit is obviously hydraulic. I'm going to show you. Goes up. In you get. All drives, the steering wheel, everything works as it should. What's your name?
Winston Saul.
Can you tell me about your car, Winston?
It's a Rover P5B Coupe 1970 that I bought in 1978. A standard car, and started modifying it the next day.
Right. Have you always been into cars when you were young?
I've always been into playing with push bikes, mopeds, then motorbikes and cars, always.
Why Rover? Is there any particular reason why?
I was into full Cortinas, Anglers, and then I fancied something V8 and a bit bigger, maybe Auto back in the 70s, when big days of Chelsea, Cruise and that. Something that I thought I could keep. All my other cars, 18 months, I'd done the engines, done the suspension, and I said it would start over again. So I wanted something I could keep for years and years and just change things as I go along.
What engine is this car?
It's a 1970 Ford Mustang 351, that's 5.7 V8.
And obviously the back axle is uprated, or is it the Rover back axle?
It's also a big Ford 9-inch axle that they put into the Ford Mustang performance cars, and it's also got the big Ford Performance C6 gearbox as well.
And red, has that always been your favourite colour, or is it just...
Always, since I was a little kid.
you've always loved red?
Yeah, first time I was taken to shop to buy a push bike, my dad said, what one do you want? I said, I want the red and white.
So you loved red.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a lovely colour, lovely car. And I've been told that a lot of people know you from this car. You see you driving this car, they know it's been about a long time. So how many actual years has it been about?
It's always, I usually just work on it in the winter, and in the summer, it's very, very few summers in those 5 years it's not been on the road. So I do use the car a lot, I get around lots of shows, and that's why it's well known. If you leave your car in the garage, nobody's going to see it. It's a bit pointless as far as I'm concerned. You know, if you've got the car, just use it, and I always like to use my cars.
And your other love is?
Music,
And
dancing,
drag racing.
and drag racing with the cars.
And you've got a Cortina.
I used to race this at Santa Pod. I used to drive it up originally. Then I bought a trailer. Used to trailer it up there, but it got a little bit scary at the top end with 6 psi in the back tyres. Come off the throttle slightly, a little bit, and the back end would start steering. No roll cage, and I thought I need to do something. Either put a roll cage and build another car, so I built another car that's lighter.
And what sort of time are you getting out of that?
The Cortina's 1,000 pounds lighter than this, and it's the same engine, a bit more tuned, and 9.5 seconds at 145 miles an hour.
It doesn't scare you, you can do it, yeah? It's okay.
I feel so comfortable and safe in the Cortina. I'm properly secured and roll cage all around my head anyway, so I feel really comfortable.
That's brilliant, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Welcome to Outlaw Wheels. Can you tell us your name and about your car?
My name's James, Dodge Challenger, 1970. Always liked them. Loved the car. Had it a couple of years. Yeah.
Have you gone long distances in it?
Furthest Santa Pod.
Furthest
Gillingham,
Santa Pod.
about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
Right. Did you want a white one?
I wanted a white one from the film Vanishing Point.
Right. So you was hooked on Vanishing Point.
Yeah, they've done it for me as a kid. I watched it about 20 times.
Did you?
Oh, I got to get that car. Yeah.
Right.
So this
And
is,
have you got any other cars as well as?
I've got an old XJ6 1971 Jag,
Right.
which I only bought a couple of weeks ago. But I've always liked them as well.
Right.
Watching the Sweeney and stuff like that.
Right. So you like English cars? You like
Yeah.
American cars?
Yeah.
And this, you know, it's a lovely shape, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, well happy with it.
Yeah, it's lovely. Have you done any restoring?
No, I haven't done that. Bought it as it is. It was originally a 316 and someone converted it to a 440.
Oh, it's got a 440 in it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
But I haven't done serviced it, that's about it. That's all I've got to do to it.
Okay. Okay, thanks a lot, James. Thanks for your time, mate. Lovely.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you very much.
I'm here with,
Brendon, Finland.
can you tell me a bit about your Charger?
It's a lot cleaner from 10 foot away than it is when you get up close. But it suits. I like it.
Did you want this colour, or was it there and you bought it?
It
or-
just come up at the right price, really. And I've always loved Chargers anyway. But then I love even if every other car.
You like all,
Old car anyway.
you like all sorts of cars, yeah?
All old cars, really. Yeah. More than modern cars. I'm not too keen on the old cars, really.
You don't like modern cars, no?
Not my thing.
Have you done a lot of miles in this?
It's probably done a few thousand. I've got a few cars anyway, so I've got more cars than I've got time to drive them, really. But
Really? Right.
which I'm lucky enough for that, and some of them don't go half the time, so there's also that problem.
And is it only you who drives it, or is...
No, Mrs. drives them as well. She loves them as well, so she's insured from them as well. So She's only about this big, so she jumps out behind the wheel. We've got to do a double take, really.
So you've got loads of cars, so
Yeah, I've got a few
take your
anyway.
pick, really, what car you want.
It's normally take the one that's actually working.
Well, it's a lovely colour and it's a lovely car. It's an icon of a car, really, isn't it? Would you ever think about selling it, or is it with you forever?
At the moment, I wouldn't be thinking about selling it now. I love it too much. Well, my missus wouldn't let me sell it because it's actually her favourite car. So, yeah, there's not much chance of me selling that. Not unless she gives me okay, and that ain't happening.
Okay, thanks a lot, Brendon. Thanks for your time, mate.
Cool.
See you
Nice
later.
chatting.
Bye.
See you then.
What's your name?
Don. Steve.
Don and Steve. We're going to talk about this lovely Kawasaki.
Yeah, it's Kawasaki Vulcan 800. Only had it a year. It's not an Harley, but it's a lot cheaper to run. Quality bike, lovely bike. Steve used to ride bikes, the old British bike. Steve used to do it. But he's lost bottles quite a bit because of all the other drivers on the road, so he's now in a big heavy duty truck. But lovely bike, sounds nice, rides nice, and I think I've left the keys on the back of Steve's truck. So
Steve's going to go and get
the keys.
Have you always been into bikes?
I'll be honest with you, I used to ride them, but I weren't had a licence. I only passed my test last year.
Well, you've been honest, that's brilliant. That's lovely. It's nice to see you on it. It's
I
nice
was
to see
riding
you
without
on
a
it.
licence, but now I'm too old
Yeah.
to get in trouble, so yeah, we'll leave it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Do you go on long distances or do you keep it short?
Went to Margate last Monday. We go coasting. Me and my partner were going to go to Belgium. And maybe Spain.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Just Spain. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, maybe Spain.
Okay, thanks for your time. That's lovely.
welcome.
Thanks ever so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're here with, what's your name?
Dave.
Here with Dave. He's going to tell us about his lovely Cortina. Can you tell us about your Cortina,
Yeah, it's a
Dave?
1968 Mark II Cortina. Unfortunately, it nearly landed up in a bang racing track. I saved it. She's got a Pinto 1800 in it. It's been modified. It's got disc brakes, and it's an ongoing project. So it's a thing to watch.
And it's all standard except for the wheels it looks, is it?
It's not standard. It's all been modified.
It's all been modified.
Yeah, with different discs. I would like to see it.
Yeah, if we could see on the front, we'd love to see that. Yeah. Wow, that's really clean. That's lovely. Is that a 2 litre overhead can? is it?
1800 over.
Oh, it's 1800. Really nice. That's brilliant.
All the work was done myself, apart from retro full cost member, which is all bolt on.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to put back the original, you can do.
Yeah. That's really lovely. Okay, thanks. That's really terrific. Thanks
Yeah.
for your time. Appreciate
Thank
it. Welcome to Outlaw Wheels. We're with Hayden. Hello, Hayden. Do you like this sort of older car and that?
100%.
Yeah? Whose car is this? Your granddad. Wow. Do you go?
It's my granddad's mate.
Your granddad's mate. Right. Do you go everywhere with him with this car, or just come to car shows now and then?
We just come as well.
Yeah. What do you think about later cars and these older cars? Do you like the older cars or do you like the later cars?
Old cars.
Yeah. don't like the electric cars, no, it's not your scene, you like the older cars. With the lovely little chrome handles, all the lovely little bits in them that they've got. You want to be your own person and live your own life with the older cars that you want. Yeah? So you'll never get an electric car? Never get an electric car, no? Can you draw cars? Do you draw cars? Or is it just a semi-hobby of yours?
It's a
Semi-hobby of yours, yeah? What made you get into it? You just like the style of them, or?
When I was young, I used to like collect Hot Wheels and that. I used to always love cars and that, and then I started coming to car shows and that.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks for your time, yeah, that's really lovely. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Outlaw Wheels. We're here with, what's your name?
Kevin.
Here with Kevin. He's going to talk to us about his MGB. Is that MGB? Have I got that right? I don't know a lot about MGBs.
It's an MGB V8.
It's a V8, yeah?
It's not an original V8. It's been converted. It's got a Rover 3.5 litre V8 with Offenhauser inlet manifold and idle block carburetor. So it's got fast road cams, so it's a little bit pokier than most of them.
Yeah.
I've owned it for about 5 years. I've done quite a lot to it, but basically I bought the car as it is. I haven't done anything bodywork wise, but I've done a lot inside, you know, changed seat belts and changed headlights, put LEDs in. So yeah, it's getting there.
Was it always this colour? Lovely colour.
Yeah, apparently it's, from what I've been told, it's an Aston Martin colour because I can't trace it. It's not a MGB colour, but apparently it's an Aston Martin colour.
Yeah, because it flickers in the sunlight, doesn't it?
In the logbook it says it's grey, and sometimes in sunlight it does look grey, but in others it looks bronze. So yeah, it's a strange colour.
And what speed gearbox is it?
It's a 5-speed LT 77 gearbox.
5-speed gearbox. I bet that goes well.
It does. It's because it does away with the overdrive. Because a lot of these had overdrive.
So the 5th speed is the overdrive.
Yeah,
Don't
basically.
do that.
Yeah, basically.
And obviously spares.
You can get everything. If I wanted a body shell, I could order one if I had the money. Yeah, you can get everything mail order. MGB is one of the easiest cars to maintain, really.
Yeah. And you've had all the interior done by the look
That
of
was
it?
already done.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's a nice car.
And you do a lot of miles in it?
Not really. I mean, I do quite a lot of shows. I belong to the Medway Monkeys, so I do quite a lot of shows in Kent and that. The good thing about it is my missus likes it, so that's always a bonus. It's just that when I order parts, I always make sure that she's out when they come.
Okay, then. Thanks, Elsie. We're with, what's your name?
Johnny Blacks.
We're with Johnny Black. She's going to tell us all about his Lambretta. How long have you had this, John, and why are you into Lambrettas?
I've had it about 5 years now. Basically I was into sports bikes and I was getting too old for a head down, arse up. I wanted something Italian and I ended up getting the Lambretta. It's got running a 186 Casa engine, larger carb, Pootling, MX9 race oil. Obviously disc brake, thumb choke, and it's great. Yeah, it's just really enjoy it.
That's not the original colour, though, is it?
Nah, that's not the original.
That's the colour you wanted to have it, yeah? What colour is that? Just a normal red?
Yeah, it's just a red. It's basically it's a really nice colour. Normally I wouldn't go for red really, but because it's Italian, it just goes with it.
Yeah. Are you into the mod scene?
More skinhead scene, really.
You like the skinhead scene? You like the music?
Yeah, I've been basically skinhead for years.
You've been skinhead for years? Before that you was a punk rock years and years ago?
It was basically skinhead punk. Yeah, it's real like that back in the day. And it basically just got back into it with the bikes. I've got a Vespa as well, and a little monkey bike as well, which is 1971. So they're all basically MOT and tax exempt. So, but yeah, it gets up to 50 like a motocross bike and then flats out. So it's not good for motorways, but off the mark it's really quick. and it's good fun to ride.
And what it's all about, you've enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's all about getting out and about, isn't it, really. Get out and about. Starts virtually on the second kick, surprising for that brother. But, yeah,
Do you do all the work yourself? Or?
Yeah, I'll service it and do all that, and obviously clean it and all that. But yeah, basically it's not an everyday thing because it's a Lambretta, isn't it? So,
I think it's lovely. I love the culture of it. It's What's your name? Paul. His lovely Escort. Can you tell us a bit about your Escort?
Yeah, so I've had the car forever. It was given to me by my dad back in the day. And then, you know, sort of over the years it's been developed and customised and made into what it is now.
What engine is that?
It's a 2.1 Pinto, so it's originally out of an RS2000, the engine, and then we fitted it into the estate car.
Right. Have you always been into Fords?
Yeah, because like I said, I grew up in a family, my dad was into his Fords and I just went along with it and really enjoyed them.
Do you do all the work yourself?
I do, as much as I can do myself, I do, and then the other bits I give to other people. So the real specialist stuff like the painting and some of the like engine work and stuff I get other people to do, but I've pretty much bolted it all together.
Do you do a lot of miles?
No, not really. I'm laughing at him because he's saying I'll never use it, but no, it's been off the road for a few years, so now it's back on the road, I'll start using it a bit.
We obviously work commitments, other things in life, sometimes.
Yeah, just family stuff.
Hobby takes a back seat, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has to, doesn't it?
Yeah. What sort of brake horsepower is that? Do you know?
Just made 215.
215, that's really good, yeah. And obviously you can get all the bits for these Escorts, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, some of the, being an estate car, some of the bits are actually just for this car, so they're sort of rarer, and it's mainly trim bits.
Yeah, let's just get in the shade.
Aren't remanufacturing,
Where are you
most
going?
of the mechanical stuff.
They still use it for
No,
let's get in the shade.
so a lot of bits you can get, and there's a lot more stuff you can get now that you couldn't get back in the day, you know?
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. We're here with Fred. He's going to tell us about his lovely Bentley. All right, Fred, can you tell us about your Bentley?
Well, it's 1923, 3 litre. But before the war, when these were 10 a penny, they put a 4.5 litre engine in it, which was bigger. And so they had to, when they put a bonnet on, it wouldn't fit. So he just cut holes in there. Well, I've got to fill those with something. So he went inside and said to his wife, let me have a look in this thing. And these are Quay Bentos meat tins, this cover. He riveted those on the bigger hole. The other ones should be.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're still tin or steel?
Just tin, yeah.
Tin, yeah?
But the rest of it's all aluminium, of course.
Wow. Where have you been in this Bentley?
What day, what year? I've been to the Mars several times, in well, all over Europe with my wife, and yeah, it goes quite good, and it goes very good. It sort of cruises all day at sort of 60 miles an hour, but top speed, well, I've only had about 85 out of it, but I had the kids with me at the time, and I thought, well, yeah, that's enough, okay, simmer down. You bet you've run.
Yeah. What about parts for it? Do you get parts for this easy or?
Yeah. Well, they're making a lot of parts now, but yeah, they're all available. But there it is.
How long have you had this, Fred?
Valentine's Day, 1981.
1981.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
You've kept it in lovely nick, haven't you? And the paint looks original, Fred, is it?
Well, it's been resprayed, but long while since. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
We took the body off and took that away and had it sprayed. But it's had a hard life, really, as you can see, what these tin things.
But you've enjoyed it, haven't you?
Very much so. Very much so. You've been down to St. Moritz in Spain, Switzerland. Yeah. You've got the 8 o'clock boat from Dover to Calais. Off the boat at sort of 9 o'clock in Calais, and we was having afternoon tea in St. Moritz in Switzerland.
Wow. Sounds like you've had a lot of fun with it.
Oh.
Has it got a name? Just Bentley, you haven't got a name for it. Some people have names for their cars.
Well, when I first got it, I used to call it the flying machine, but I haven't called it that for a long while.
The flying
I'm
machine.
sure you're still the flying machine.
All right then, thanks ever so much for that.
Anything else you want to know about?
Oh, you had a Bugatti and all?
No, I didn't have it. That was a jumble when I saw it there. But that was in store somewhere, and the firm went broke. The container firm went broke, and they spoke to all the people who had containers. And when they went to that container, the car was missing. So nobody knows what happened to it. So it was stolen, and that's the car.
Wow.
Yeah. We had a meeting at St Catherine's Dock and take the pilots to Elstree Airfield, where they flew obviously, to Londonderry.
Right.
That was a good meeting. Yeah, that was good.
You've got some lovely stuff here, haven't you? It's really lovely.
That's just blown in, and that's my daughter. And George is holding the basket, trying to keep it straight. That's from my granddaughter. This is all just, I've had it so long, I don't know.
Well, it looks like some really rare for the toy enthusiasts. There's a lot of lovely little cars here and stuff hanging.
I know where most of it came from.
And you've got a lovely split fire on the ceiling. That's beautiful.
It, yeah. That's got the, I've never flown it, but it was flown. But I got all the controls for it. But
that's lovely as well, isn't it?